Everyone, welcome to Lukmaan IAS. In this DTRS session today, we are going to discuss 10 important MCQs, and these MCQs have been framed from current affairs, and these MCQs will help you to prepare for your prelims examination. So the topics that we have selected for today's MCQs are very much important for the UPSC Prelims exam of next year. So let us quickly see the list of articles that we are going to discuss. And today's lead article or lead topic will be based on Sangam literature. We are going to understand some important features, some important characteristics of Sangam period or Sangam literature. Alright, so let us see the list of topics that we are going to discuss. So before that, we have a quotation that I wanted to discuss with you about. So this quotation says, ambition is the path to success. Persistence is the vehicle you arrive in. Means, if you want to be successful, okay, if you want to be successful, so it is important that you should have ambition, okay. If you have ambition, you will be successful, but only having ambition will not make you successful. You have to have perseverance. You have to have the quality to stick to your goal. Means, you wanted to be successful on a certain field. Let's consider you want to be a civil servant, you want to be a IAS officer. For that, you have to put effort every day. You have to work for it. You have to, let's say, be regular in doing it. Perseverance is something which showcases your dedication, your regularity. Even when obstacles are there, you do not lose sight of your goal. You still keep on putting your efforts so that you can reach your goal, so that you can become successful. So this quotation rightly says that ambition is the path to success. If you want to be successful, you have to be ambitious. But you will be able to arrive at the success, you will be able to achieve that success only if you have perseverance. Because everything in any field, if you want to be successful, you have to be having the quality of perseverance. You should be able to, let's say, put your effort for a longer period of time. Okay, so long back I have studied, books based on Buddhist mythology. Okay, so in those books also there were stories, Jataka stories. Okay, these are known as Jataka stories. So Jataka stories are dedicated that talks about perseverance. Okay, maybe in some other day I'll discuss about those stories also with you. So as of now, let us quickly move to the to understand the topics that we are going to discuss. So we are going to start PYQs intensive main practice. Okay, so this is for those people who are preparing for UPSC means of this examination. This batch has already started. Some classes are still going on. It is available in recorded format. If you want, you can join this particular batch if you are writing mains exam. So these are the topics that we are going to discuss in today's DTRS session. So the first topic is based on Sangam literature. We will understand about Sangam literature. We'll understand some important things related to Sangam literature. Then there is an organization which is National Hydroelectric Power Corporation. We'll discuss why it is in news. Okay, we'll discuss the reason why it is in news. Then Rumi 1. This term was in news. We will understand what is Rumi 1 through a question. Although I know all of it, but the thing is we will take the question, then we will discuss in detail about it. Then we are going to discuss about input tax credit. This particular topic is from Indian economy section. Okay. Third topic is from science and technology section. This National Hydroelectric Power Corporation, it is from current affair. Then Sangam literature, art and culture. Okay. Then if we talk about Sri Narayan Guru, this topic is also associated with art and culture. We will discuss about this. Okay. Then exotic species. This topic is from environment and ecology. Then we are going to discuss about Justice HEMA Committee report. We'll discuss that this report belongs to which area. Okay. Then we are going to discuss about vaccine derived polio. Polio that happens because of vaccine. Okay. Then we are going to discuss about regional rural banks. This is a topic from economy again. Then we are going to discuss about genome editing tool. Name of this tool is mentioned over here. So this is a topic from biotechnology, or broadly we can classify it to be part of science and technology. So let us quickly discuss about these topics one by one. This is the first topic that we are discussing. Okay, this topic is very important from Sangam period, and Sangam literature was in news. It remains in news, and many questions have been asked by UPSC in the past, and there is a likelihood that UPSC may ask questions from this topic in future as well. So on the left hand side, we have framed a question, right? We are going to discuss its explanation. On the right hand side, we have a similar question from UPSC previous year question. Okay, so like this question is from UPSC previous year Prelims 2022. Okay, so let us discuss about this topic. It says, consider the following statements. So how many statements they have given? They have given 3 statements to us. It says, Sangam's literature primarily focuses on themes of war and valor. I mean, like, when we talk about literature of Sangam period, so basically when we talk about Sangam literature, so this is the literature of Tamil people or Tamil literature. Are you understanding? So this is associated with, I mean, like dharohar of Tamilian people. Alright. So here Sangam literature primarily focuses on the themes of war and valor. These are not the only topics in which Sangam literature focuses. It also focuses on many other areas. For example, it covers love, ethics, social values, and many other things. Okay, love, ethics, social values, etc. along with war and valor. So it does not primarily focus only on war and valor. So that's why first statement becomes wrong. Now if we talk about the second statement, it says the Sangam period is divided into 3 distinct assemblies or Sangams. Yes, there have been 3 distinct Sangam assemblies. Okay, Sangams. So it is the Sangam period is divided into these 3 distinct periods. Okay, assemblies. Then Tolkappiyam is the earliest available work of Tamil grammar from the Sangam period. This is also right. So option B, which is 2 and 3 are correct. Okay, 2 and 3 are correct. Now the question is, why we are discussing about Sangam period now? Because there is a person, Eva Wilden. Okay, Eva Wilden. I am writing her name, EVA. You can write it to be, you can pronounce it as Eva Wilden or Eva Wilden. Okay. She was recognized with the prestigious Kural Pitham award. Okay, there is an award. This is known as Kural Pitham award. Okay, she was recognized with Kural Pitham award, which acknowledges her significant contribution to the Sangam literature and her work in preserving and promoting Sangam studies internationally, Tamil studies internationally. Okay, so that's why this topic was in news. Okay, this is the name of an author, of a person, and this is the award, Kural Pitham. Alright, so with this, now let us see, she's the person, Eva Wilden. So I mean, like, she's a professor from Germany, and she studied Sangam literature, she promoted, and that's why she has been awarded with Kural Pitham. Okay, now this is question number 2. We are going to discuss this question also. So here it says, consider the following statements regarding National Hydroelectric Power Corporation, NHPC. Although this topic is not as specific as it seems to be, because let's say why NHPC was in news, because you might have heard about that recently, let's say, like, in Wayanad there was a landslide, and because of landslide huge number of people died, they passed away. More than 200 people died, right, in Wayanad because of landslide. And similarly there was a similar incidents in Sikkim also. Okay, there was a similar incidents in Sikkim, and because of which 6 houses have been, I mean, like, have been ravaged. I mean, like, these houses, I mean, like, came under they got damaged, and along with this there was a building of National Hydroelectric Power Corporation. It also got damaged. Okay, so that's why this question is framed from this topic. Now from here they have asked question about National Hydroelectric Power Corporation. It's a public sector undertaking of the government of India. So now they have asked, it was established in 1975. with the primary objective of promoting the development of hydroelectric power in India. Okay, so this statement is right. Second statement, it says it is a Schedule A Mini Ratna company under the Ministry of New and Renewable Energy. It is not under Ministry of New and Renewable Energy, it is under Ministry of Power. Which ministry? Ministry of Power. So second statement is wrong. Third, it is responsible for the operation of Teesta 3 hydropower project. Okay, it says it is responsible. So the thing is like the NHPC is not responsible for Teesta 3 hydropower project. This is also wrong. So how many statements are right? Only one. The first statement is correct. So that's why option A is the right answer. Okay, option A. And we have a similar question. You can go through it. See, UPSC has also asked the same. Power Grid Corporation, National Thermal Power Corporation, they have also asked questions on similar lines. Okay. Now with this, let us move to another topic. Now this topic is based on science and technology. Prelims exam, okay, science and technology. So it talks about a topic which is in news, Rumi 1. Rumi 1 recently seen in the news is associated with which of the following? Okay, they have given multiple options, but it is India's first reusable hybrid rocket. Means a rocket that can be used again. Generally what used to happen whenever a rocket was used, so like it was a kind of use and throw, only one use and then it was not used again because like it was not capable of reusing. But now India has for the first time, right, developed Rumi 1, which is a reusable hybrid rocket. Okay, so with this Rumi 1, India has achieved a significant milestone. So that's why it is important. Okay, we understand what are rockets, right, all of you. So option C is the right answer in this case. Now with this, you see Rumi 1, India's first reusable hybrid rocket to be launched on August 24. We are on August 23. Tomorrow they are going to launch it. Okay, so this is Rumi 1. This is how Rumi 1 looks like. Okay. Now we have another question, question number 4. We are going to discuss about this question. It says, in the context of economics, okay, economics, prelims, which of the following statements correctly describes input tax credit? What? Input tax credit. Okay. Now to understand input tax credit, what you need to understand? You need to understand about the structure of a business. Let's consider A. A is a business entity. What? A is a business entity. Maybe any company. Let's consider A is Wipro. Let's consider it is Tata Motors. It can be any company. Okay. So what this company does, for anything that this company purchases, let's consider this company purchases raw materials. What? This company purchases raw materials. So when it purchases raw materials or when it purchases anything that is used as an input in this business, so it pays some price, and along with the price it also pays GST. The company pays GST. So over here the company has paid GST already. Now the thing is, once this particular business sells a product, right, if it sells a product, then again what it does, it receives money from the consumer, it charges GST, and then along with this, now here also it has to pay GST to the government because it charges GST from the consumer. Someone who is purchasing goods from this company, they charge and they they pay GST to the government. The liability lies on this company to make the payment of GST to the government. I mean, like while consumers purchase, they pay GST and the price to the entity. If you go and buy a cloth, right, you will be paying the entire amount. I mean, like that includes the GST also. Similarly, I mean, like it charges GST and it has to pay this GST to the government. Now what is happening here? Cascading of tax is happening. I mean, like one tax this company has already paid, now it is going to pay another tax, GST, to the government. So it is cascading of tax. To remove the cascading of tax or tax on tax, what happens? input tax credit is available. Means now this particular company can claim from the government that like this is the excess amount over and above that we have paid as GST. Now you give return that amount. That is known as input tax credit. Okay, it is input tax credit. So it refers to the tax a business pays on a purchase and can be used to reduce its tax liability when it makes a sale. All right. So this is the thing. Option C is right. Okay. Then we have a similar question from UPSC prelims previous year. Okay, 2010. Now with this, Indigo to challenge order imposing penalties related to input tax credit. So that's why, I mean, Indigo is a airline, we know, right? They operate airlines. Then we have another question, question number 5. It says with reference to Sri Narayan Guru. This is a topic from art and culture. This is a topic from history and art and culture, history and culture. So here they are asking question with reference to Sri Narayan Guru. Consider the following statements. They have given 3 statements. Now the topic is that why we are discussing about Sri Narayan Guru, because Sri Narayan Guru was in news. Okay, that's why we are learning about him. He's a very renowned personality. Okay, so I mean like we are studying about him. So here they have given 3 statements related to Sri Narayan Guru. One of the statement, it says he belonged to Ezava caste. This statement is right. He gave the slogan one caste, one religion, one God for all. This is also right. Then he was a follower of Vaishnava sect. See, the thing is, Sri Narayan Guru was means like he was like, if you talk about his lifetime, during his lifetime he was a kind of person who was very less spoken. I mean like he was an introvert person. He used to speak less to the people, and he, I mean like dedicated most of his time in devotional activities. So like you know, during this time also he compiled lot of texts. I mean like you know, a lot of text. I mean like he has written a lot of things. So in that thing what he has written, like he has given a slogan, one caste, one religion, one God for all. Means he said that there is only one God, there should be one caste and one religion for all. So he kind of promoted the idea of universal God, one single God for all. Okay, which means Oru Jati, Oru Matham, Oru Daivam, Manushyanu. Okay, Oru Jati, Oru Matham, Oru Daivam, Manushyanu. Okay, it means one caste, one religion, one God for all. So he has promoted this particular idea, but he himself did not follow any specific sect. Okay, Vaishnavism or Shaivites. Okay, so he did not follow any specific sect. Why we are talking about Sri Narayan Guru? Because Sri Narayan Guru was born on 22nd August 1856 to Madan Asan and his wife Kuti Amma in like Chempa Zanthi, a village near Thiruvananthapuram in Kerala. Okay, so he was born in Kerala. All right. So Kerala government in Kerala, there was a celebration of his birth anniversary. Okay, that's why we are discussing about Sri Narayan Guru. Okay, I hope you got this idea. Correct answer is only 2. I mean like 1 and 2 are right. Okay, statement 1 and 2 are right. So option will be B. C, we can see Shashi Tharoor, we can see I mean like Chief Minister of Kerala over here. We can see many priests, saints also. Okay, so they are praying. Okay, they are celebrating the birth anniversary of Sri Narayan Guru. Now we have another question. It says in the context of the term exotic species, what do we mean by exotic species? Those species that are rarely found, that are found in very less number and that are native to specific places on the earth. Okay, they are known as exotic species. Okay, very rarely found species. All right. So in the context of the term exotic species in the environment and ecology, consider the following statements. They have given few statements to us, 3 statements, and we need to identify which of these statements are correct. All right. Number 1, it says it refers to a species not found in a concerned habitat or geographical area. Okay, so it refers to a species not found in a concerned habitat or geographical area. Second, okay, this statement is right. Let me talk about why it is right. Okay, exotic means species that are rarely found, but the thing is like they are not concentrated in a specific region. Maybe they are found elsewhere also, but they are rarely found. So exotic species is a term used to refer to a species not found in a concerned habitat or geographical area, hence it is a non-native. The trade of exotic species occurs globally with a growing market for the species. Okay, this is the thing. So it is a technical, I would say, I mean like, you know, it is a technical definition of exotic species. It is listed under Schedule 3 of the Wildlife Protection Act 19, Schedule 3 of Wildlife Protection Act 1972. So this statement is wrong. Why this statement is wrong? Because these living specimens of exotic species animal are listed under Schedule 4. Okay. So number of schedule, it is not in Schedule 3, it is in Schedule 4 of the Wildlife Protection Act 1972. That's why it is wrong. The Nilgiri tahar is an exotic species found only in India. Okay. So it is found in India, but not in one specific place. It is found at multiple locations, but in less numbers. So Nilgiri tahar. Okay. So correct answer is statement 1 and 3. It means option C is the right answer. Okay, for this question. Option C is the right answer. Now, with this, see, like these are some exotic species whose pictures we have shown. Turtles, we can see rabbit, we can see a kind of, I mean like, you know, deer, Barasingha, I think it is, Nilgiri tahar. Okay, there are other exotic species also that are shown here. Now we have another question. This is question number 7, HEMA committee. Justice HEMA committee sometimes seen in the news in the context of to study the challenges faced by women in Malayalam film industry. Basically what has happened when we talk about Malayalam film industry, I mean like, you know, there it was widely in news that in Malayalam film industry, women are being harassed, not only harassed in workplaces, but there are sexual assault on women as well. Okay. So the thing is like a committee was formed under Justice HEMA, right? And this committee is known as Justice HEMA committee or HEMA committee. What was the role of this committee? The role of this committee was to study whether like women actually face any harassment in the Malayalam film industry or not. And if they face harassment, what is the nature of the harassments? What is the nature of, I mean like, you know, threat that they face? And also this committee has come up with specific recommendations that what needs to be done to address those issues. Okay, so this is Justice HEMA committee. So now the question is, this committee has come up with this report, but the thing is the government, okay, the state government, right, the state government there did not allow this report to be, I mean like, you know, published. They did not allow this report to be published. So that's why Justice HEMA committee, I mean like it came in the news, okay, it came in the news. And this committee has talked about like various important key findings. What are important key findings? One of the thing is like this committee said that there is systemic sexual harassment of women at workplace in the Malayalam film industry. Means actresses are being sexually assaulted, right? They are sexually harassed if they are working in the Malayalam film industry. Then there is also a issue of casting couch culture, okay? Means, I mean like those people who select actors and actresses, right? So they harass those people before giving them a role in a movie or in a, I mean like, you know, in any television ad or in any television show. Then there is gender inequality also. There is a specific boys club. They make sure that only boys have the upper hand, okay, like that. And so recommendations from the report. So I mean Justice HEMA committee talked about that there should be mandatory written contract. There should be internal complaints committee, and also this committee talked about that a specific tribunal must be created with judicial powers. And what was the government's role? Government has delayed the release of Justice Hema committee. The investigation that should be carried out was also delayed. It did not happen properly. Okay. And there was a guarded silence. I mean, like, government has kept itself silent on the, outcome or recommendation of Justice Hema committee. So what are the opportunities for change? We can correct the systemic issues. We can implement the recommendations of Justice Hema committee, and they can create a more equitable environment for females and males in the Malayalam film industry. Okay, so this is about Justice Hema committee report. Apart from this, we are going to move to the next question. Okay, next topic. This is topic number 8 or question number 8. Consider the following statements. Here, this question is based on science and technology. This is associated with a kind of virus, and we are talking about polio virus. We know from India we have eradicated polio. There was a pulse polio mission, okay, like Amitabh Bachchan used to promote immunization of children or vaccination of children to eradicate polio. However, polio has not, although it is eradicated completely, but there are sporadic news. Sometimes it is in news that one or two cases have erupted here and there. So this topic is related with that. So it says the weakened form of the virus in the polio vaccine circulates in an under-immunized population causing vaccine-derived polio virus. Why vaccination is given? Because a healthy individual, healthy child maybe, who was not affected by any disease, if we give him vaccine, he develops immunity against that virus which is being inserted in weakened form or in dead form in his body. In later part of his life, if he is affected by that virus, his body is already has developed, let's say, immunity against it, and his body will be able to fight against it. This is the principle under which vaccination works. But the thing is, there are many populations, many places where people have not been immunized, people have not been vaccinated against, let's say, polio. So what happens? There are possibilities that if some of them come across, they are let's say under immunized people, so if they come across vaccine, having polio virus, it is possible that they may develop polio. They may be affected by polio virus. So the thing is, the weakened form of the virus in the polio vaccine circulates in an under immunized population causing vaccine derived polio virus. Okay, this statement is right. There is no vector involved in the transmission of the polio virus. Okay, means like polio virus gets transmitted from human to human directly. Okay, no vector, air, water, they do not transmit polio virus. That's the thing. Then third, recently a case of vaccine derived, okay, here we discussed about vector involved. Okay, so here now recently a case of vaccine derived polio has been confirmed in a 2-year child from Uttarakhand. It is not Uttarakhand, the state is Meghalaya. Which state? Meghalaya. So how many options, how many statements are correct? 1 and 2. So option B is the right answer. Okay, option B is the right answer in this case. Center says Meghalaya polio case is vaccine derived. Okay, so central government has given its response to this. Now this is topic number 9. With reference to regional rural banks, which banks? Regional rural banks, RRBs, you might have heard about them. Consider the following statements. They have given 4 statements. Question is lengthy, but it is not tough. It is easy. They are jointly owned by the Government of India, state governments, and sponsoring commercial banks. This statement is right. Second, they are based on the recommendation of the Narsimhan Committee Group or Narsimhan Working Group 1975. This statement is also right. Shishu, Kishore and Tarun are the schemes of regional rural banks. No. Shishu, Kishore and Tarun are the schemes of Mudra, Micro Units Development and Refinance Agency. Government of India long back, I mean, they have come up with the Mudra scheme under which the street vendors, hawkers, rickshaw pullers, I mean, like, you know, they can get loan 30,000, 50,000 up to 1 lakh. I mean, like, you know, so 1 lakh they can get loan. So that loan was known as Mudra loan. So Shishu, Kishore, Tarun were classification of loans under Mudra scheme. Okay, so it is not a part of regional rural bank. In India, the bank NABARD does not provide refinance. This statement is wrong because NABARD, National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development. So this is a bank that does refinancing. They do not directly give loan to the consumers. They do, I mean, they provide loans through channels. Regional rural banks may be. Okay, so they do refinance. Okay, but here they have mentioned they does not. So that's why this is wrong. Statement 1 and 2 means option B is correct. Option B is correct in this case. Now with this, we will move to the next question. So this is Mrs. Nirmala Sitharaman, the Finance Minister of India. Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman chairs meeting to review the performance of 9 regional rural banks of Gujarat, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Rajasthan and in Udaipur today. So she has held a meeting to review the working of regional rural banks. So that's why, let's say, we framed this question. Now we have another question, question number 10. All right, last question for the day. With reference to genome editing tool, ISDRA2NTPV. Okay, this is name of this tool, very technical name. Maybe at a later point of time you do not remember about it, but you need to remember that this name is for genome editing tool. It is a genome editing tool. So here they have given, I mean, like 3 statements. It is derived from bacteria called Deinococcus radiodurans. This statement is right. Okay, so this particular genome editing tool is derived from a bacteria. It is known as Deinococcus radiodurans. It is effective on monocote flowering plants only. No, it is effective against monocote as well as dicote plants. Okay, it is effective against both of them. Okay, it is effective against both of them. So okay, so this statement is wrong because here they have mentioned it is, I mean, like, you know, effective against only one type of plant, monocotes, but it is also effective against dicots. Okay, dicots. Here only word makes it wrong. Third, it can target unique regions in the genome that Cas9 cannot. Okay, so Cas, we know CRISPR-Cas technology, right? Gene editing tool, where Cas9 was an enzyme that targets specific sites in the DNA. But Cas9 also has some limitation. It cannot target all specific regions. So that's why this particular genome, which is ISDRA2TNPB, right? This is able to, this is effective to target those areas also which are not targetable using Cas9. Okay, this is the thing. So they are given a specific name also, okay, in genome engineering application, because, like, you know, these, I mean, so they can move inside the genome. Okay, it can move inside the genome. So that's why first and third means only 2. Option B is right. Okay, how many of the statements are right? So option B is right. So with this, we have discussed all these questions one by one. ICAR, Indian Council of Agricultural Research, Penn State team makes tool small enough to edit plant genomes. Okay, so this was the news item. So we have started a GS means test series. Okay, it's going to start from 6th of October 2024, and ethics test series. I mean, like many other test series also. We are going to conduct Bright Minds scholarship test soon, right, to select students for the GS Foundation batch. So that will be all from my side for the day. Thank you so much everyone who are watching this lecture now, and also those students who will watch this lecture at a later point of time. We will get this PDF uploaded in the description of this YouTube video. So you can download this PDF by clicking on the link which will be there in the description. If you have any further queries, you can write your queries on the chat section or comment section. We will be there to respond to that. So thank you so much once again.